Hello, everyone. This is the Black UGs. Just wanting to do a quick little shout out with you guys. Wanted to talk to you in reference to an experience that we had here in Medellin, Colombia. We've been here since December of 2016, and it's been a really good experience. We've learned a lot. We've had an opportunity to see some wonderful sights, some amazing things, um, and it's been all around a good experience. It really has. I wanted to take a few moments today to discuss with you guys, um, I guess, my experience in reference to going to the dentist here. I have um, an inherited disorder called periodontitis, whereas um, it just can be quite irritating sometimes. And if you know anything about that, um, it can be a little uncomfortable. So went to a dentist here, and we were referred to the dentist. We spoke to him. He was somewhat bilingual. Spoke to him through via WhatsApp. A lot of communication happens down here via WhatsApp. So, we spoke to this gentleman. I told him very specifically what I was looking for and what I would need, which is a periodontal planing and scaling, deep planing, actually, deep scaling, um, because, I've had that procedure before. I know exactly what it was. So we went to his office and we sat down. I sat down and went over again. This is what we need. Not just the cleaning, which is good, but I'm going to need the scaling done. And I told him, periodontist. He said, "Oh yeah, translated perfectly. There was no question about that." So. We're in the office, and he starts with the cleaning. I want to do a cleaning first. I'm like, okay. I'm like, you don't need to take X-rays. Usually, you know, for that procedure, there's X-rays needed. Usually, I have to be on antibiotics for a little while, like 5 days beforehand, et cetera, et cetera. He says, "Oh no, you don't need that. Okay, I'm just gonna check the pockets." So he checked the pockets to see how deep they were. And all that kind of stuff. And then he went with the cleaning. And then after the procedure, he says, "Oh yeah, you're going to." He did a cleaning, and then he charges us this X amount of pesos. But you're going to need to see a specialist for the periodontal treatment. I'm like, well, that's exactly why I came here, right? To be able to have that procedure done. And so I was a little upset. I paid for that service, and it wasn't necessarily what I wanted and what I needed. But nonetheless, I had to pay for that service. And so, a few months passed. We're like, okay, I don't want to go back to him, and I definitely don't want to utilize a referral from him because it was, that kind of irritated me a little bit because I told you before I even came into your office what I needed. So, wait a few months, go online, some of the groups on Facebook and everything, and, find another dentist. And so, we go to this dentist and same thing, tell him, hey, I need, the periodontal treatment. He's like, oh yeah, I can definitely do that. Wonderful. Go into his office, sit down, same exact thing. No X-rays, nothing, no antibiotics or anything. But what he did the cleaning. This new doctor, he did the cleaning, and he actually injected antibiotics into the pockets. Kind of tastes like scope. So I'm like, okay, cool. He's like, all right, well, why don't you come back? You need surgery. You need like a serious periodontal surgery. Still no X-rays or anything like that, but I'm like, okay, maybe they do it differently down here. So I like, okay, we left. I paid him and everything. We left, and communicating through WhatsApp, I asked, what's the name of the doctor that's going to, that is the periodontist specialist. I need to know the name of the doctor because I want to, verify that this gentleman, is certified and everything. Oh no, he's a good doctor. This is what he tells me. Oh, he's a good doctor. Everybody that I refer to him is happy. I'm like, well, okay, that's great, but does he have a website or does he have any type of credentialing or anything? Can I check out on this guy? What's his name? He didn't want to give me his name. I asked for his name. He gave me, periodontal specialist. I'm like, no, not his title. I want to know this guy's name, and that kind of made me a little unnerved. I'm like, because you can have something done to your teeth and it can mess with you for the rest of your life. So I'm like, no, this is serious. Why won't you give me his name? So he finally gave me the name. So I looked up, looked up his name. Can't find him anywhere online. I'm like, okay, this is a little concerning. So I tell him, I says, listen, are you ready for your appointment tomorrow? I'm like, no, not really, because does he have a website or anything? No, just nothing at all. I says, I don't really feel comfortable with this if I can't, verify who this gentleman is. I was going to speak to a doctor friend of ours who we interviewed previously and see if she can verify whether this gentleman is board certified. I don't even know if they have a board down here or anything like that. And it just, it really felt uncomfortable. I didn't like, I didn't like that, and I told him that. And he says, I understand. Well, I'm like, okay, well then, if you understand, and you feel like this person is a qualified doctor, I think that you would go so far as to say, oh no, he's credentialed here, he went to school there, his practice is in this place, all that. Absolutely not. So, moral of the story is, another one of these amazing adventures of the Black UGs. Moral of the story, I would say, is to make sure if you're going to get any type of procedures done, make sure that the doctors that you go to are verified, qualified, and certified. Do your research. You don't want to, end up with a bad situation just so someone can get a few 100,000 pesos, and you're stuck with something that can last you for the end of your life, to the end of your life. So that's what I wanted to sit down and chat with you guys about. Thanks for listening. You're tuning into the Black and G's. Subscribe. We're just getting this started, so we appreciate every view. We appreciate any feedback and comment. Any questions or concerns, definitely hit us up. Follow us on Instagram at Black UGs, BLACUGEES. Peace.